rankings out there. I don't want to belabor on those numbers. Those numbers keep varying with time. But I think suffice it to say that I think you're probably applying to the strongest research institute in the country. And there's a long history of research that the institute has been associated with for more than 120 years. Now, coming to ECE, if I were to summarize in one slide why you should apply to the department, I think this is it. I think first and foremost, it is you guys. I think we attract some of the best students in the country for our research as well as course programs. And all the students get a stipend or a fellowship from the government. In terms of faculty, the department is about 22 odd faculty, 20 plus faculty. And I think you can see their websites. You can see what their research is. You can see their profiles. I think you will find that it's a very, very strong set of faculty members who are engaged in a lot of different areas of research. And this research covers both core research as well as applied research in each of the different topics that you can think of under the EC umbrella. In terms of courses, this is also an equally important aspect of this. Given that you're signing up for research, you need to have a toolkit or a set of tools required for you to tackle the problems, to even be able to pose the problems in a logical manner. And what you will find here in ECE is a strong and layered set of courses that give you the strong fundamentals you will need to pursue research. And also I want to add, it's not just the ECE courses here. This, in fact, covers courses in other departments too. Several of our students take courses from other departments. For example, computer science, electrical engineering. Yeah, slides are not moving forward.
Yes.
I'll be damned. Okay, so what is the problem? This is now, can you see the slide? No. Yeah. Okay. Can you see my black looking slide now? No, you can't. Okay, so here it is. Neeladri, can you see my slides?
No, sir.
No?
Now I can see. Yes.
Okay.
Now it's coming.
Yeah, just hold on. What I'm going to do is just set up a way so that I also know if there's a bug. Sorry about this, guys. I have no control over Microsoft. Okay, calendar, research admissions, join. Just 1 second. Okay, let's start. So I'll just go over this again since you haven't seen the slides. So I was basically saying why I would encourage you to apply to EC, or since you've already applied, I encourage you to join the department. I think there are 4 reasons. The first is you guys yourself, the students. I think EC attracts some of the best students in the country for its research as well as course programs. And uh, so you will be in the right, you'll have the right peer group, and all students get a stipend from the government.
Meeting join.
Hello?
Meeting.
Can you please mute yourself? The second is the faculty. So I think you'll find when you go to the web pages of the faculty and see their profiles and the work they're doing, that you're going to be working with some very strong faculty. Jasim, are you on the Teams meeting? No. Okay. So Shivani, do you mind muting the others, please?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, so in terms of faculty, you'll find a very strong set of professors here who are engaged in both core and applied research. In terms of courses, and this is very important, even though you're signing up for your research program, the courses will give you the tools you need to be able to ask the questions you will ask in your research and answer them. And what you will find here is a very strong and layered set of courses that start from the beginning and then take you to state of the art in different areas. EC has several courses, and I'd like to mention you'll also, if you prefer, you can even take courses from other departments. Students take courses from maths, computer science, electrical engineering, ESC, and so on. All right. And the last is, again, very important. You have very significant academic freedom. You will have a lot of freedom to set your own research agenda and drive it, of course, under the guidance of your supervisor. And it will be beneficial for the two of you. Okay. Okay, let me move further. Yep. Okay, so in terms of, just to give you a lay of the land, in terms of ECE, I think what the department aspires to do and has been doing for several years now is excel in both theoretical and applied research, theoretical and experimental research in the areas of communications, broad areas of communications, signal processing, microelectronics, RF and photonics. And this sketch here shows you the many different programs we have. As far as this interaction is going, we are going to be focusing on the PhD and research programs, PhD and MTech research admissions. So they come under research programs umbrella, but there are also a large number of students who come under the MTech program. Just for your information, there's an ECE MTech, there's a microelectronics and VLSI MTech, signal processing MTech, artificial intelligence MTech, and there's also an online MTech, all of which EC is associated with. In terms of students, again, just to let you know, we have a very large number of PhD students in the department, close to 140 PhD students, 6 MTech research students, about 70 odd MTech EC students, 40 microelectronics students, MTech again, 36 MTech SP students, about 26 MTech AI students. Several of these students, and I'll discuss this more in the upcoming slides, have won awards such as Best Paper Awards in very prestigious international conferences. They've won awards from, for example, from the Qualcomm Innovation Fellowship. They've been selected for the PMRF Fellowship, which is this Prime Minister's Research Fellowship, and so on. Okay, so it's a very good peer group. Now, in terms of faculty members, I would encourage you to go to the department's website and browse through the individual faculty members' websites. You'll get a lot more, but you will find that it's an extremely strong department, not just in the country, but internationally in terms of, the accolades they've got. The accolades are not the end in themselves, but they just give an idea of the quality and the caliber of work being done. This includes very prestigious fellowships like the J.C. Bose Fellowship, the Bhatnagar Award, the Smana Jayanti Fellowship, Ramanujan Fellowship, and so on. And if you look at the academies, which are these very select bodies that admit scientists and engineers into their fold, a handful of them every year. EC has, for example, 6 IEEE fellows, and more than 10 fellows in the Indian Academy of Sciences, International Science Academy, Indian Academy of Engineering, and the Indian National Academy of Sciences. So again, a very strong set of faculty members in the department who you will be working under. To give you an idea of the research topics in the department, now this list keeps changing literally every month. So I'm not updating this. This just gives you a rather high level overview of the kind of topics being considered. For detailed things, you probably have to talk to faculty, what the current research interests are. Thus, these are very fast moving fields. So the topics also keep changing. But broadly speaking, if you look at, for example, the first column that deals with communications networks, there's a lot of research happening by several faculty members in the areas of wireless communications, coding theory, information theory, visible light communications, quantum communications of late. There's a lot of work happening on networks per se, be it wireless networks or social networks or sensor networks. Of course, given that you're working on wireless, we are working also on 5G and beyond systems. There's a lot of work now happening on 6G already, and a lot of work happening on Wi-Fi, that is your wireless local area networks. In the second column is signal processing and machine learning related topics. So there's again several faculty members who work on signal processing for communications, such as receiver design or various other algorithms, techniques like compressive sensing, positioning, problems related to image, video, and vision, problems related to graph signal processing, machine learning, digital health. The third column is RF, applied electromagnetics, photonics, and nanoelectronics. Here you'll see a lot of work being done on antennas, metamaterials, low power radars, CMOS for radio frequency circuits, low power circuits, integrated photonics, optical communications, nanomaterials, sensors, and again, quantum technologies. So it's a very, very wide area of topics, and different faculty members span many of these, and several of them would commonly also work on one of them. Okay. Now, to give you an idea of who's doing what at a high level, this slide does that. So first in communications, you will see faculty members like myself, Professor Chokalingam, Naveen Kashyap, Himanshu Tyagi, who work primarily on communications, information theory, coding theory. And then there's networks and control. We've got Rajesh Sundaresan, Aditya Gopalan, Rahul Singh, Parimal Parag, uh, and AI/ML and signal processing, yeah, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and signal processing. You've got faculty members such as Sandeep Chepuri, Sudhan Maji. Sudhan also works a lot in wireless. KVS Hari, Chandramurthy. Chandra also works a lot in wireless. Rajiv, Pratosh, and we have a very new faculty member, Dr. Shubha Agarwal. Then on high frequency circuits and systems, we have Professor Kaushik Majumdar, Varun Raghunathan, KJ Vinoy, T. Srinivas, Balaswamy, Velpula, Devdeep Sarkar. And in addition, we have also several honorary faculty, senior faculty, and also some associate faculty from other departments, such as the Center for Neurosciences and the Cyber Physical Systems. Okay, so now just if you're now different faculty have different threads of research. Some are very theoretical, some are very experimental, some span both. And if you're just talking of experimental facilities, this slide tries to capture it all in one slide. So just talks about some of the facilities that have been set up recently by the faculty through their projects for their research. So here on one side, you're seeing a radar on chip test bed. The second side, you're seeing a 5G millimeter wave communication test bed. Below on the lower rows, you're seeing an indoor visible light communication setup and also non-linear optical microscopy laboratory. Okay, and there are many others. These are just some representative figures. All right, now research doesn't happen in a vacuum. At least good research doesn't happen in a vacuum. I think interaction is needed and, with the industry to make sure that the problems we are working on are current and of interest to the industry and have impact. So there are many, many industries that the faculty collaborate with, either individually or in groups. This is just a mention of some of them. For example, Cisco has a big center for network intelligence here. It works on networks. Boeing has been working with us for close to 17 years on different problems related to AI and wireless. Samsung, Bharat Electronics, Bosch, British Telecom, which is a British operator, Tata TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, a lot of work with Qualcomm, Nokia, Thales, which is a radar French company, Texas Instruments, ISRO, DRDO, and so on. Okay, and these interactions, of course, deal with funded research projects, but also some of these companies have sponsored fellowships for both MTech and research students. Some of the students intern with these companies. And a lot of IAC alumni you will find in many of these companies. Okay, now coming to the EC program, I think in terms of eligibility, all of you've got the application. I assume you've got the invitation letter, so you're already probably eligible. But just to set the record straight, it's a function of your all your performance from 10th, 12th, BTech and MTech if you are an MTech qualified candidate. And there's some cumulative score, and then based on that, the cutoff is chosen. There's no prior research experience that's required or publications that are required. Of course, if you have them, do mention them. It's useful, but there is no assumption that all of you should have any for you to be admitted. So please don't have that wrong impression about that. If you are a CFTI student, CFTI is centrally funded technical institutes. So there are a few of them, such as IITs, NITs, triple ITs. Then there's a different mode of entry that is allowed for you also, which is you don't have to take GATE and you have to minimum CGPA. So like I mentioned, all students get a fellowship, a JRF equivalent fellowship or a stipend. In addition, several of the students at department, currently I think roughly 1 in 4, 25% of the students also get the Prime Minister's Research Fellowship. And there are other sponsored fellowships or from companies like Qualcomm, Cisco, Thales, Google, IBM, TCS. And these keep changing over time, but several of them are there. How is the selection done? The selection is done entirely on the basis of your interview. It depends on your interview performance. We've tried to keep the gate scores and the cutoffs as low as possible to invite as many as we humanly can to the interview so that we can talk to you and get to know you better. And like I mentioned, no prior research experience is expected or required, but if you do have it, please mention it. Now, what do we value in the interview, in the selection process? We would very much appreciate a good, strong academic preparation because that's really what you're signing up for. We're looking for strong motivation and good problem solving skills. You will be interviewed by a panel of faculty members, typically 3 to 4, who will ask you different questions and see how you address them. What we are looking for is an ability to think on the go, not rote memorization. Can you deal with a problem and see, we want to see how you approach the problem and try to tackle it. That's essentially what research is. Are you willing to listen to what the question is, understand it, and then challenge yourself to solve it? That's really what we're looking for in the interviews. Now, there are two broad, if I can say, threads or two broad sets of committees that will be interviewed depending on what your preference is, what you indicate as your preference in the form that you will be given when you come. For folks who are interested in doing research in the areas of signal processing, communications, machine learning, a strong what we're looking for is a good mathematical foundation in topics such as probability theory, linear algebra, transformation, linear transforms. For folks who are interested in research in areas such as photonics, RF, circuits, nanoelectronics, quantum technology, exposure to these kind of topics is expected and you'll be tested on that. Now, how does it work? After you get shortlisted, you will eventually, when you come to the department, you will be assigned an advisor. But right now, you will already see an announcement has gone out where different faculty members have mentioned if they're willing to take students this cycle and what sort of research topics or outlines of research topics they are currently pursuing. I think a Google form has been shared with you, if I remember right. The choices you can indicate your choices. Please remember, these are not binding. You're welcome to change them. We do understand that as you interact more, your views can change. And you can also mark what topics you're interested in and what faculty members you'd like to work with during or before the interview. The committee does take that into account because every faculty member can't take everybody. I mean, there's a very select, every faculty has different constraints on how many students he or she can take. Your interests will matter in the selection, because like I said, if everybody wants to do, for example, wireless, we can't do that. If everybody wants to do AI, we can't do that. It depends on how many students each faculty is willing to take. Now, the department will map your interest with the closest faculty members or research areas and try to proceed in the best manner possible. Now, just a quick overview of your life as a PhD student here, and it probably applies to MTech research also. So this should also say life as a research student, actually, this slide. Uh, uh, the research advisor plays a very pivotal role in your entire journey in the PhD or MTech research program. Once you're assigned a research advisor, that'll be based on the research interest you've expressed. The faculty advisor will then guide you with what sort of courses to take, and then also assist you in the formulation of the problem and the solving of the problem. IISc requires that you take a minimum number of courses. This is called the RTP requirement, Research Training Program requirement. And the numbers are like with masters, the minimum is 12, the maximum is 21. With bachelors, the minimum is 24, maximum 33. Roughly 3 credits is one course. There are some courses with 4 credits, but if I do 3 credits, you can see that with masters, you have to do a minimum of 4 courses. With a bachelor's, you have to do a minimum of 6 courses. And the expectation is that you would finish this off within the first 2 years, after which you have a comprehensive exam if you're a PhD student. And every year, there's an annual review of your research that is done where you present your work, not just in front of the faculty advisor, but also 2 other faculty members. And they will monitor your progress and guide you and help you with any problems you're facing as well. The general way it works is you do research, you formulate the problem, you solve it, you get some results, you iterate, and you finally reach a stage where you're confident enough that, hey, this is nice, this is interesting, this is new, and it's worthwhile telling the world about it. And then you publish it through publications in premier journals or conferences. And then after you've done a sufficient body of work, towards the end, you do a colloquium where you present your research work to all the students and faculty in the department. And then once your colloquium is done, the next stage would be your thesis submission, which is then reviewed by your advisor as well as external experts. And finally, once you address the comments by the advisor and the external experts, that takes a couple of months. You then do your defense. And that's the last stage. And then you become a doctor. Okay. And the process is pretty much the same for MTech research as well, except it's shrunk to about 2.5 to 3 years. Of course, the body of work that's expected is less. You still do have a colloquium, you still do have a thesis submission, you still do have a oral defense. Now, I'm coming to the close of my presentation now. So there is a lot of material that's been developed over the years. I'd request you to go to the website of the department, browse through it. But if you go to this thing that's shown in red, you will actually find links to, the kind of questions that are asked in interview, so that you get an idea of what we are looking for. Okay. Now, the last slide, also want to mention research, is a very, very intense process. I mean, all of us are immersed in it. But at the same time, there's much more to life in IISc than just research. It's important that you relax, take a break, come back with a fresh mind, a fresh perspective, talk to your friends and colleagues. These are lifelong relationships. So just to mention a few things, the department itself, and I'm not talking of IISc. IISc itself has a different entire big gymkhana, but just the department EC, what you're seeing are pictures of the EC department. We have a popular badminton court, a good volleyball court. We even have a students' lounge, and in general, it's a very pretty and beautiful scenery here near the department. Okay, so I hope you can join us and enjoy the experience. Okay, so with that, I'll stop. Yeah, I forgot to mention this. Do track the website ec.iic.ac.in. Our staff are also actively posting on social media with announcements. You would have seen some of them already, I hope. And do follow us on that so that you can get up last minute updates. Okay, so with that, I'll stop and What I'd like to do is open the floor for questions. The way I'll do it is as follows. I'll request you to raise your hand. There's a raise hand button in Teams, and then I'll call out your name, and you're welcome to just speak up and ask your question. Yeah, don't hesitate to speak up and ask your question. All right, so just give me a minute. Let me first stop sharing. Okay, that is taken care of. Now, the next thing I have to do is people. Yeah, excellent. So I see Saurabh, you've raised your hand. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir, and the seniors present. I just wanted to ask that you mentioned a point that the professors who are willing and not willing to take a student under the RA program, there is a list of them. So where can we find that list, sir?
I see the list has not been shared with you, is it?
Yes, sir, means like
I'll see.
in the Google form,
Okay.
we got the topics, not the professor lists who are not willing or willing to take students under them. So it will be
I
very
see.
helpful for us if we got
Yeah,
the
okay.
list.
So let me see. We'll put it on the website. You will see it. Somebody said it's actually there. The PDF was present in the email. Can you just check? In any case, what we'll do is we'll set it up on the website also, so you can download it from the website. All right. So
Okay,
I'll
sir.
make a
Thank
note
you
of
so
it.
much, sir.
We'll do that. So set up the list of research topics on the EC website. Let me do that regardless. All right. Thanks, man. Yeah. Any other things? We'll move to the next candidate. Next student, sorry. Once your question is answered, please do lower your hand so that I don't come back to you. Devang?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yep.
Yes, sir. I was asking that Google form and that PDF of lecturers have been shared by Department of Electronic System Engineering. So it is common form, or it's
No,
like
no.
EC will
Each
share.
department has its own form. Each department has its own form.
So the form that we have received, sir, it's from Electronic System Engineering, if I'm not wrong. Yes, sir. It's from ESC, not EC
Yeah, so then you
properly.
will be receiving the EC form later, I assume. If it's not been
Yes,
sent
sir.
out, I have to check. Then it'll be sent out. Don't worry about that. Each department
Yes,
has
sir.
its own thing. One department has nothing to do with the other one as far as this
If
goes.
I am
Technology.
wrong, can anyone correct me? Like, I think it's from ESC department, not EC.
Somebody, a lot of people are saying EC also sent it.
Oh, I
Okay.
didn't receive
All right,
it,
no
I
worries.
guess.
No worries. Check the website, check your email spam boxes. We'll definitely put up the list of topics and faculty on the website. That much we'll do. But the Google form, please find it because we request you to fill it. All right. And we'll also probably send it. How about that? Okay. Resend. Let me just make notes. So Google form to all applicants. Okay. Thanks, guys, for responding. Let's move to the next one. Farhan.
Yeah, sir, I'm done, sir. I will raise my
Thanks.
hand down.
Farhan, would you like to go ahead? Farhan disappeared.
Sir, I'm done with my question. Others can
Oh, I
continue.
see. You are Farhan. I apologize. Sorry. Avinash? Yeah.
Yes, actually, I'm not from EC department, so I want to ask you that there's a thing that my hello. So
Yeah.
am
Be
I
quick, Avinash.
audible?
We can hear you. Be quick.
So I'm suffering from a problem named optic neuritis,
If
and
it's not related to the research interviews, we'll take the question later. There are many
so,
questions. All right.
so
Avinash, so we'll talk later. Thank you. Bye. Sankeet?
okay, sir. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Sir, in the slides you have shown us a digital health now, sir, like in one of the research area.
Yes.
Sir, what does it tell, like?
So there's work
What
being
exactly?
happening. For example, Professor Rajesh Sundaresan is working on this, where they're actually they're collecting an incredible amount of data of oral cancer from many different parts of India. And then they're training machine learning algorithms to actually detect oral cancer from it. That's one of the problems that's being worked on. There might be others that I'm not aware of, but that gives you an idea, I hope. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Sir, what will be the semester fees for this college?
I have no idea. You'll have to look up the academic section. Yeah. Anyway, you'll be getting a scholarship, so it should cover that.
No, sir. The thing is like in remaining IITs, what I have observed is per semester they are charging around 50,000 plus, sir. Whereas in this college, I see like around 20,200. So just I want to know whether
I don't know. You'll have to look up the academic section site. Thank you. Okay, Shantanu.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, actually, my topic is means mix up of electrical and electronics. So, should we go with electronics? Is it okay? Means power electronics my background, sir.
Power
And
electronics is
I
not
want to
covered in
go.
ECE. Power electronics is done by EE. So if you're interested in power electronics, that'll be the place you should go to.
But I already, sir, choose that EC. So, can I change?
Yes, you can.
Sir, how?
Please contact
I
academic
don't know
section.
the procedure.
Please contact academic section.
Okay.
They'll be able to help you out. All right. Okay.
Okay, sir. And sir,
Can
one
you
more.
raise your hand down? Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
One, sir, that my topic is wireless power transfer. I want to work. So, is it, sir, for EC okay na?
Yes, there are
Because
faculty. I used to work on it too. Yeah, just listen. So several faculty worked on energy harvesting, which is related to wireless power transfer. So these deal with
Yes,
the
sir.
communication and signal processing aspects of energy harvesting or wireless power transfer. But if you're interested in designing wireless power transfer circuits, again, the ESC would be a better place than ECE. There are faculty there who are working on wireless power transfer circuits. All right.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sainidhi, can you ask a question, please?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. So I have like three queries. The first thing is there is a mentioning about a return test also along with the interview. So can you give some information about that?
There is no written test.
Right, sir. And the second thing is I have actually applied for a full-time PhD. So just in case if I want to pursue a career opportunity at the same time while having my PhD also, is there an opportunity that I can do this parallelly?
No.
Okay, so once I've enrolled in full-time, I'm bound to complete the course, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the third thing, sir, since you're also having some research students and research topics under you, can you give a gist of the research programs that are going under your supervision? Like what are all
My
the
supervision meaning? Who?
like the topics that you have been taking, like even you're
in my
one of
group?
the yes.
Or in EC, you mean?
Under you, sir.
Under you. Shivani, would you like to answer that question? Let the students answer.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Yeah, so in our group, we majorly work on wireless communication related topics, which span right from Wi Fi, then channel estimation protocols, and various other aspects. Some people also work on federated learning and over there computation also. Then some people work on URLLC, non orthogonal multiple access. So, as a whole, we looked at the concepts and topics which are related to wireless communication.
Okay, so you are not having anything with machine learning related under the communication stream?
Yeah, we do work some of it, not most of it. So like Shivani mentioned, we're working on federated learning. That's one paradigm of machine learning, distributed machine learning.
Right, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. You can look at the website for more details. Hopefully we'll update it in the next few days and you can get more details. Right now it's slightly outdated, but you'll get a feel for the topics we do. All right.
Sure, sir. Right. Thank
you.
you.
Sainidhi?
Yes, sir. I'm done.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank you.
Shreya?
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, please.
My question is related to the interview process. May I know the duration of the process? Because I was planning to return then. My date is on 13th. So may I plan on 15th to return?
Yeah, the interview. So you will be called either for a morning session or an afternoon session. And your interview will finish if you're in the morning session, it will finish by morning. Now,
Okay.
morning can last well into 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. sometimes if we have too many students and the interview committee takes time. There's really no fixed duration. Sometimes it is 10 to 15 minutes. Sometimes it can go till 40 minutes per candidate. I think the committee kind of sees how the thing is flowing and then they try to see how things develop. But certainly on that day itself, you will finish.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. Aryan?
Am I audible?
Yes, please.
So, sir, I have 4 to 5 questions. So, I will start one by one. So, my first question is this is specifically regarding the curve plotting question, which will be asked in the interview. So, sir, I was just asking that before plotting the curve straight away, we have to do some mathematical calculations, right? So, therefore, we would be getting credits for our mathematical explanation, even if by any chance we are not able to sketch the final plot.
Niladri, would you like to answer the question based on your experience?
Yeah, can you please repeat once more if you don't mind, please?
So yeah, so this is specifically regarding the curve plotting question, which is asked in the interview. So
Okay.
I was asking that before plotting the curve, we have to do some mathematical calculations, right? So therefore,
Yes.
we would be getting credits for our mathematical explanations, even if by, let's say, any chance we are not able to sketch the final plot.
Yeah. You will get credit actually. You will go. So whatever I experience, you will go step by step. Like, so they only. So it's not like you have to get the final answer properly. So how you are getting that answer, that step also they will look.
Okay. So explanations do carry weightage as compared to the final product, right?
Yes.
Okay. And my second question is the interview weightage is 100%, right? So there is no weightage to the gate score.
Yeah. I think there is. Yeah.
Niladri, let me answer that.
Sure.
So here's how it works. The committee will make an assessment of your level of preparation. The committee will give you a score between 0 to 100 based on your interview performance. If the committee prefers to, it can also give weightage to your gate score when it comes up with the interview score. It's at the committee's discretion. Here,
Okay, so the process is very flexible, I mean.
we are looking for whether you're ready
Okay.
to take the plunge and can you take what we're going to throw at you.
Okay, sure. I understood,
Alright.
sir. And the third question is, sir, is it possible to get into the R&D sector of any organization after graduating with MTech research?
Yes, you can. All the MTech students, MTech research students do take up either the basically 2 or 3 trajectories that they follow. One trajectory they follow is that after doing MTech research, they join the companies. I've had several MTech research students and so have others who've joined companies. Now, will you get into the R&D center or not? When you interview the company, you make it clear to them what your interests are. And based on their openings, they might or might not take you into their R&D center. The other thing the MTech research students do is those are very keen. They can pursue PhD. They sometimes upgrade to a PhD within IISc. There's a provision for upgrading to a PhD. So it's or they go abroad or go elsewhere and do their PhDs. That also happens. Okay, so is it possible to get into an R&D center? Yes. Will you get into an R&D center? Depends on you.
Okay, got it. And my final question is, what are the future prospects of photonic integrated circuits?
I wouldn't. Who can answer this? Raju or Divyansh? You think you can answer that?
What exactly is the question? Do you want to know what are the future aspects of it? Like, what do you
No,
mean by
future
that?
prospects of photonic integrated circuits, because right now everything is, we are moving towards the green energy or something like that. So we would be using might in the future, instead of electricity, we might use light to generate to generate
Yeah, so
power.
it's just not about the light. So you have quantum computers coming as well. For instance, I work in single photon emitters. So there I work with light and trying to get a single photon out of a circuit. So stuff like that also to integrate that in a circuit, then again photon integrated circuit will come. So there's like a broad area. I would suggest you do a quick Google search. You'll find like infinite amount of papers on this. So there are a lot of like whatever sectors and whatever areas we are working on here has a lot of future aspects and prospects. So I guess there's no need to worry about that.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Vignesh?
Hello.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Sir, I'm having two queries. Like, I'm more interested into VLSI industry. Like, I just worked as a verification engineer. So I am interested in like AI and ML applications of VLSI into it. Is there any like programs or like courses can we just take once we enroll into this EC program?
See, you're going to be signing up for a thesis. Your thesis will have to be on that topic. Courses, yes, you can take. There will be courses EC or some other department will offer. But you shouldn't be signing up for this research program. I mean, right now, the only person who'd probably be relevant to you is Professor Gaurav Banerjee, who works in integrated circuits. All right.
Okay.
There's no other faculty in EC, at least right now, who's doing VLSI. So do make sure it's you're comfortable and capable of handling what he's doing. If not, then I don't recommend you come here, sign up for a PhD thesis, and then do something else. It's not going to work out. All right.
Okay. I'm just applying for MTech, sir.
No, this is only research. Yeah, let's focus on MTech research and PhD. Nothing else, please. Yeah.
Okay. Sir,
Thank you.
second thing is like I'm also interested in quantum computing. So
yeah, then you may want to look up the work done by Professor Kaushik Majumdar, Professor Varun Raghunathan, Professor Naveen Kashyap. You will see that they're looking at very, very different flavors of quantum technologies, quantum computing. Yeah.
Sir, also like I'm having like no prior experience in quantum field. So for the interview, should I just know the basics of this quantum technology?
Yeah, I mean, we don't expect you to have like a lot of prior knowledge. Some would certainly help because you're saying you're interested in that. So the faculty is going to ask you on what basis are you interested in. So at least the basics you need to have. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you. Raj Krishna.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am interested in analog and digital circuits, but while applying, I selected EC department and it listed few research areas related to this. Sir, what should I do now? Will I have any chance to change the department ESE or I am not able to find
So
out
in EC,
more
Professor
project?
Gaurav Banerjee works on what you're saying. So you can
Yes,
look at
sir.
that for sure. Now
Yes,
you
sir.
would have given a list of multiple departments in your application. I think you're allowed to choose 3 departments. If you
Yes.
have chosen some of the other departments like ESE, then they will decide to call you separately on their own or not call you. So that's that department's choice. I don't think it is possible now to change that list. What you can change is the preference within the lists you've given. Within the 3, you can give your preference 1, 2, 3. You can't add or remove departments.
Sir, one more thing. There is a PDF where the projects and professors are listed. Sir, is this the complete research area, or I have to bound on it, or I have option to choose my own agenda
You
for my MTech
absolutely have
research?
the option to choose your own agenda. Maybe, hey guys, one of you, maybe, who can it be? Shivani or Niladri, can you give your experience about how you went about choosing a research project?
Yeah, yes, sir. So I was in COVID batch actually. So everything was happening in online mode. So that time, that time first after the interview, I got the offer letter. Then one Google form has been sent. So there it's like all the professors' name, faculty members are there, and there are some position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 something. So like we have to give some preference of faculties, and before giving that we got the chance to discuss with all of them. So like we can mail anybody and we can talk with anybody, any faculties, and then they have also some separate Google form they will give by themselves. So that way only, and after some days we are allocated to the uh, regarding faculties.
No, that's okay. But in terms of how you chose a research topic, can you talk after you joined Professor Chandra's group?
Oh, okay. So the research topic is, so for me it happened. So after my coursework, like after first year, so after all the coursework, so my supervisor gave me some papers. So regarding his research topics only, some papers which are on different topics, and I read those papers, and then I discussed with him. Then I found out that this is this problem we can work. So like it's like my preference only. I can choose anything. So then I chose the domain in the waveform design for wireless communication. Then so there was also some past works. So then I read those works and then extended something, and then we discussed some problem statements. So like that, yeah, it happened.
Thanks.
Uh,
Yeah. So,
Sir, sir, one more thing.
yeah.
Sir, I have interview scheduled on applied physics and physics and instrumentation department on 16th, and on the call later, and on your given Google form, there is option to select the slot of interview. So I should
No, I don't
I
think
should
you can
choose
choose
that
the
slot.
slot of interview. I don't understand that. No,
Uh,
the date of your interview will be specified by the academic section. If there's a clash, you can request, you can write to the EC office and request them for a change, and they'll try to accommodate you to the best extent possible. But you
Sir,
cannot
there is
choose your slot.
sir, there is no class. Actually, in the morning session there is an interview on applied physics department, and in afternoon session there is a interview on EC department. And
All
on
right.
your given Google form, I have to select different slot or timing that is between 13 to 16 May.
No, that is you indicate what the thing you got. It's not asking you to choose a slot. So if you, for example, the call said, this is your slot, indicate in the Google form. That's what the form is asking you to do. Okay, now I understand. Follow what I'm saying.
That means what is given in my call letter, I have to fill in that given
exactly.
Google
So
form.
that we know, that's all. We're not asking you to choose another slot. Clear?
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Thanks, yeah. Okay, so Dheeraj, I think we covered you, right? So I'll move to the next candidate. Akhilesh?
No, sir. Hello.
Oh, Dheeraj, we haven't covered you? Okay, Dheeraj, will cover you next. No problem. Don't worry. Akhilesh?
Sir, my question is that there is one topic that is mentioned under use of OFDMA.
Sorry, your audio is not clear. Can you say it again, please?
Wait a second, sir. Sir, there is a topic that is mentioned under you is OFDMA, orthogonal multiple access, correct?
Okay, OFDM. Yes, OFDM. I understood. Now tell what?
So currently I have done some work on a non-orthogonal multiple access. Is there any project currently going on related to this topic?
So Shivani, would you like to answer that?
Sorry, his voice broke in the between. Can you just repeat the last part?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Sir, my question is that there is a mention one topic, orthogonal frequency multiple access, right? So I have worked on some project that is called based on non-orthogonal multiple access. Is there any current project going on?
Okay, so right now on NOMA, that is non-orthogonal multiple access, one PhD student in our group, which is Shruti, is working. So it's her research domain. So yeah, our group is working in that area also.
Right?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, do look at the website. Yeah, and you know, and you're not really tied to what you have done in the past. You can look at new things also. No problem. Yeah. Okay, Akhilesh. Akhilesh is done, right? Okay, Dheeraj. Sorry, I missed you out before. You can shoot.
Hello, sir. My branch was electrical and electronics engineering. So the interview question will be around EDC or communication or electrical and electronics oriented.
So I request you to see the website. What you will be asked first is neither of things you've mentioned. You will be asked to choose 2 topics out of 4 mathematics topics: probability, transforms, linear algebra, and discrete mathematics. You will answer questions on the mathematics topics first, and then the committee might choose to ask you more on the other topics. All right, and depending on your interest, of course, they might or will ask you on those topics as well. Clear?
सर प्लेसमेंट के लिए एमटेक को जिसमें बैठाया जाता है उसमें एमटेक रिसर्च को भी बैठाया जाएगा?
हाँ, सेम में बैठ सकते हो. नो प्रॉब्लम. हाँ जी.
ओके,
ठीक है. बिटूपन.
Hello, sir. So I wanted to ask if there is any specific number of seats for MTech research, because in the previous slide I only saw like 6 students are there in the MTech research program.
Yes and no. It actually depends very much on the faculty. Some faculty do not prefer to take MTech research students. Some faculty prefer to take MTech research students. So depending on essentially what your area is, what the faculty is willing to take, that's why the number varies. All right.
Okay.
But generally
I have
speaking, we have fewer MTech research students and PhDs. That's very much true.
right. So I wanted to ask also like in one of the professor's profile, he was it was written that he will be taking MTech research students, but in the form there is he under his name he is saying that he is only taking PhD students.
I would trust the form.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
But of course, when you come here, you can ask again. But at least my first order approximation would be that.
Right. Thank you so much.
Right. Thanks, man. Ninad.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Ninad, go ahead.
Yeah, Professor, this is Ninad's father. I am Manjunath Joshi. Can I ask question on behalf
Please
of
go ahead.
Ninad because
please go
because he is actually doing his research internship at TCS in his office actually.
Yes,
so
go
he's
ahead,
unable
please.
to join. So he has got interview call letter for from 2 departments. One is computational and data sciences, and another one is electrical communication. So the both his interviews are on 14th. Computational data science is at 9 a.m. and electrical communication is at 2 p.m.
Okay.
But what happened is in the form which was sent, Google form, by mistake, he had chosen the preference for electrical communication interview time as forenoon.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's okay. No problem.
Immediately he realized and he sent an email to.
No, it's okay. It's not an issue. Don't worry about it.
It's not an issue. So I'm also a professor working in DIICT.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Aditya?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, Aditya, shoot. Go ahead.
So, sir, basically, I am interested in the nanoelectronics, optoelectronics, and quantum technology part, specifically in the fields basically covered by professors Balaswamy, Velpula, and Kaushik Majumdar. So,
Okay.
can somebody enlighten me about the prospects in these disciplines?
Divyansh, would you like to answer that?
Sure, sir. So I can answer a question by telling what kind of work we do here. So we have like every professor, like to sum up, will have different groups. So it's not necessary that one professor is working in one domain. So for example, we have one optic group and one electrical group. So for example, electrical group are working in black phosphorus, some photo detectors, avalanche photo detectors, and for optical group from the optical group are working in single photon emitters, detectors and stuff like that. So one most recent application that I can think of is quantum computing. That is very good application. And besides that, we also work in 2D materials, 2D devices. So as you know that we have bulk MOSFETs and all. Similar to that, we have 2D transistors, 2D MOS and all. So that's also a very recent field, and we have very so you must be aware of graphene, which has like very high conductive material. So we work on those materials as well. So there's like a very broad field.
So basically, are there any prerequisites before joining this program? That's something I
So
should know.
I would like to mention that before I joined PhD with under Kaushik Majumdar, I was a ASIC design verification engineer. So my background was in VLSI only, but I had like a little bit knowledge about quantum technology and all, but I still joined. It was my interest, and I'm learning things. So it's not necessary that you need to have some prerequisites. You can still, you will have 1 year. Once you join, you'll have 1 year to figure out your interest and work on your concepts. So that should not be an issue.
Okay. And I have another question. I am also interested in the signal processing and machine learning parts. So basically, if I don't have a machine learning background, so still can I apply? Is it okay?
Yeah, you can apply. No problem at all. No problem at all. What we are looking for is, do you have the aptitude and the fundamentals needed to learn? Right?
Okay, so if I give both nanoelectronics and signal processing as my interest, so will I be interviewed in both of them?
Depends on the committee.
Okay, okay.
Feel
Thank
free
you.
to give both. Definitely feel free to give both. Don't hesitate. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you.
All right. Excellent. Yeah. So Soumya Sarkar.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sir, actually, I was more interested in the machine learning aspect. So, if I join the ECE department, do we have to take like compulsorily any non-machine learning course from ECE department, or we can like if we have to, we can take courses from other departments exclusively?
So here's how it works. You have to do 6 courses. You will do 6 courses under the guidance of your advisor. Your advisor will guide you about what courses to take because the goal is to make sure that these courses are at least initially they're relevant to what you're going to do in your research problem or help you formulate your research problem and solve it. So it'll be through the guidance of your advisor. Clear? So
Yes,
if you're interested in machine learning, but you come and join my group, then you're doomed. So for example.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Just to give an idea. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Aditya, did I take your thing? Somehow your name is familiar. Sorry. Looks like it.
Hello.
Okay. Who's that? Aditya or who's it? Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sir.
I
Sorry,
am
sir.
Aditya.
You've asked your question, Aditya, or not yet?
No, I didn't.
Yes, sir. I've
Please
asked
go
my
ahead and ask. Yeah,
question.
go ahead. Please go ahead. Aditya Sirohi.
Yeah. So, sir, my question is about AI and machine learning part. So, when we choose the research areas in that field, so do we have to choose the research areas related to signal processing and communication part, or can we choose independent of those and independently can I work on fundamental problems related to AI machine learning and
My advice,
applied problems
yeah, I
related to.
understand your question. I'll tell you how it will work. What I advise you to do is go to the websites. For example, currently in the department, you will see Professor Rajiv Soundararajan, then Professor Aditya Gopalan, Professor Pratosh, Professor Sandeep Chepuri, to some extent Professor Chandramurthy. All of these people work on different aspects of AI ML SP. All right. In fact, the same person,
Yeah.
if you just go to Rajiv Soundarajan's group's website or Aditya Gopalan's website, you'll again see he's looking at many different facets of the same problem, same broad problem. Okay. So when you do your PhD or your thing, you think of it as an apprenticeship. You're learning, it's like you're learning to do carpentry with the help of a carpenter. Your advisor is your carpenter, and you learn to do carpentry by working by his side. All right. So look at the websites of these faculty and see what they're doing. Eventually, the advisor and you together will come up with a research problem. And it's not something that you set in stone on day 1 or day 366 and then you're stuck with it. These are iterative processes. If the problem is too hard, you will change the problem. If the problem is too easy, you will change the problem. It's an iterative process. But the most important thing is you'll be doing it with the help and the guidance of your advisor. All right. And so if you're interested in a problem or broadly in an area, I don't expect you to have a very clear idea of what you want to do. I still don't. Look at the profiles of the faculty. Then try to find a faculty who you think, does the stuff you're kind of interested in. Understood?
Yeah. Another question I have.
Yeah.
Actually, I am more interested in working the intersection of AI and control theory. So
Yes.
will that be included in the?
Yes, there are a few faculty who are doing that. For example, I think Paul Singh does some of this, Aditya Gopalan does some of this, Parimal Parag does some of this. So definitely look up their profiles and see. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
No problem at all. Yeah, very good. Yashwant?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yep.
My question is not related with EC department. It's general. So, what's the difference between doing MS in IISc and in abroad?
IISc is better, no?
I don't know the
See,
difference.
it's different. It's very different. I think there are different, each institution has its own culture. In IISc, you are coming to the best premier institute in India. There are, of course, very good universities abroad as well. I've done my PhD abroad. I've done my master's abroad. Okay, so if you go to schools like Caltech, MIT, Princeton, Berkeley, Stanford, they're phenomenal schools. All right. And again, each university will give you a different exposure. So it is indeed very different doing abroad. You will be living with a very international crowd. The culture is different, and so on and so forth. All right. So, but IISc is also an extremely good place. And I'm not saying this because I'm the chair, but I think you can ask your colleagues. You'll have to make that call. Nobody will make it for you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I can't. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Aditya. So many Adityas. No wonder I'm getting confused. Yeah. Aditya. Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Sir, will the PPT that was presented today be mailed to us for
No.
future reference?
There's nothing much in it. Do you really want to see it again?
Okay, sir.
There's nothing much in it. I mean, yeah. Don't worry, you'll not be asked anything about it in the interview. Yeah. Souvik? Souvik, please ask. If you're asking, then you're muted. Okay, we'll move further. Jagan?
So good evening, sir.
Who's this?
I'm Jagan. Oh, sorry, sir. I guess I'm Jagan Balaji, sir.
Jagan, go ahead. Please ask. Go ahead.
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, will I be considered a inferior or lazy researcher if I keep on doing educational tools, sir, like based on embedded systems?
See, you will be working on a research problem. If your research problem is educational tools based on embedded systems, then you do that, you will actually be considered a very good researcher. But the important thing you have to figure out is who is the faculty here who will be working on educational tools based on embedded systems. I don't think there is any in EC currently.
Oh, okay, okay,
You understand
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. Souvik? Hear you. All right, Souvik, we can't hear you. You seem to have an audio problem. So we'll move further in the interest of time. My battery is also draining out. So Raj?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yep.
Sir, my question is how many students are there under, how many PhD students are there under one professor?
It varies. Let's ask. Hey, Raju, can you tell how many students are there in your group?
Sir, please repeat the question. Hello.
Hi, Raju. So under my group.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
So I am working with Devdip Sarkar. So under my group, there are 3 regular students and one PhD student from Ethiopia. And number of students depends upon projects, I think. We had more funds, we can hire more number of students.
Divyansh, you want to say how many students are there in Kaushik's group?
So we are like 5, 6 students. So it depends on professor, like if he's willing to take some students or not. But mostly like it varies with the professor. So for example, Dr. Kaushik, he took me after like several years. So like that depends. So you have to. What I suggest, if you really want to work with a professor, this would be a personal advice. You go and talk to them personally after your interview that you have seen this work and you're interested. So maybe then you'll have like a bit more chance that he'll select you under him.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I think with Jagan, can you lower your hand, please? Raj is done. Zalak?
I'm audible?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Hello. Good evening, sir and seniors. Right now, actually, I am undergraduate student. So right now, I can't have more knowledge about research, but I am good in device physics. So I am feel it I want to work on devices. So what is the opportunity to work on devices on EC department?
Yeah. So, Zalak, there are several faculty who work on devices. First of all, I mean, there is an option for what's called a direct PhD. So, undergrad student can indeed, after finishing his or her undergrad, join for a PhD program. It's called a direct program. They, of course, can also apply for the MTech research program. So, both the options are available for you. Just because you're an undergrad, it doesn't mean that you're not eligible. In fact, there are several who do that. Now, in terms of devices, again, I request you to look up, the profiles of Professor Kaushik, Professor Varun, who else am I? Professor Gaurav to some extent. Look them up and see. You definitely have faculty who work in this area. All right.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Raj Krishna.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have doubt. Any faculty working on the GPUs, designing and bio-inspired electronic devices?
No, there would be some faculty on GPUs. You'd probably find some faculty in CSA, like Professor Uday Kumar, I think, works on that. There are others also I'm not aware of. Bio-inspired, you might want to look at EAC, Professor Chetan Singh Thakur, Professor Hardik Pandya. They might be doing that. Right now in the department, no.
So while joining in EC department, sir, I will have a chance to work on that area.
No, because your advisor has to be interested in the topic.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sumit?
Good evening, sir. So my question is regarding MTech research program. Like you have mentioned, the duration is around 2.5 to 3 years. So how
Yes.
is it decided, or what is the expectation from us? Any minimum number of publications, or because I have heard from my friends that ISC is more tough than other IITs. That's why.
All right. So Sumit, here's how it works. I think in MTech research, clearly the expectations of how much your research output is will be lower than for a PhD. That's clear. All right. At the same time, an MTech research, unlike a normal MTech program, is a research-based program. What that means is that you will live and die based on your thesis. You'll have to do research. Often students publish their research. By the way, it's not mandatory that you have a publication. Okay. But it'll be rather odd that you wouldn't have a publication. There are cases where students have published, not published and got their degrees, but don't bank on it. Okay. What matters is the quality of the work as judged by your advisor and by the external committee. Okay. But bottom line, typically, I'll give you a better way instead of looking at boundary cases. Typically, you would expect 1 to 2 publications in not riffraff places, but premier venues. Depending on your area, the journals will be different. For example, if you talk to me, my areas of research based on wireless communications, my areas of research would be transactions on wireless communications, transactions on communications, journal of selected areas in communications, transactions on mobile computing, and so on. So every faculty will give you his own, these are the places where we think you should publish. And the expectation is that you would indeed publish in them. Now, it's not a bean counting game. 1 is enough sometimes. 3 is not enough sometimes. Depends on the quality of the work. Okay. But yes, it's also because it's a research thesis driven exercise. It's a flexible duration. So typically we try to finish within 2.5 years, but it can take 3 years because we need time to, write up your results, write up your thesis. It might take time. Okay. So I'm not able to give you a concrete answer. I'm not saying unless you have 1.27 publications, you will not graduate. That's not happening. All right. Broadly, you should have enough for an MTech research thesis.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thanks. Yeah. Sonal?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yep.
Yes, sir. So I had a question regarding the area that I want to work on. So
Yeah.
I am more interested. I have not seen this happen often, but I'm interested in combining computational electromagnetics with optical communications. So is there such line of work happening?
I don't know if there's anything happening. Definitely optical communications is happening and computational electromagnetics is happening. Optical communications, you can look at what Professor Varun Raghunathan is doing. You can look at what Professor Balaswamy is doing. You can look at what Professor T. Srinivas is doing. For computational electromagnetics, you should definitely look at what Professor Deepanjan is doing, but he may not be taking students this year. What Professor Devdeep Sarkar is doing, what Professor K.J. Vinoy is doing. All right. And you can talk to them about this broad intersection of areas you want to work on. maybe they're interested. Even if they're not working on it now, they might be interested. So do reach out to them.
Right, sir. And in the context of both the parties agreeing, is it possible for a student to be co-guided by two professors?
It is possible. There are students who are co-guided. Yes.
Right, sir. One last question, not related to ECE. It's a general one. Sir, usually when it is asked in India, like what is the best research institute or facility that is available, usually we take the name of the old 5 IITs and IISc. But I was really curious, sir. Like I tried to ask this question to many people, like how is an but still IISc is usually given some level of preference sometimes. So usually, how is the way of working of IISc different from IITs? I was curious, sir.
See, I'll not try to compare with IITs. It's not a fair thing to do. I'll get beaten up if after I finish
Right.
this conversation. But let me do the following. Hey, Shivani, you want to
Yes.
talk about how your research is like, what you do on a probably a daily basis, like or how you go about doing your research, just to give you an idea of to the question.
Right.
Shivani, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so comparison, let's keep outside of this discussion right now. But yeah, as a PhD student in ISC, the way we handle or way we approach any research topic is different. Is good, more dependent on your mathematical skills and all those things. We try to look at fundamental problems in that particular chosen research area and try to figure out how things vary and how the different things impact the research. Now, coming to my research or the way I do things is on a daily basis. We have lab environment where we go and have discussions with other people. We set up a problem statement, and on that we start working on. For that we need to look at various other literature as well. So we try to look at other literature, try to get some mathematical tools and come up with some solution on the selected research problem. After that we go and discuss these things with our supervisor, which who then gives some sort of validation whether the whatever we have done is correct or not. Along with that, IISc has an excellent lab environment. At least in my lab, the lab environment is wonderful. So that if we get stuck at any point of time, we can go and discuss with any lab members, and they are eager to help us. Yeah, so I think
I would like to add some points. So just one, like we don't compare IITs and ISCs, but mostly the work we do here is just research based. For example, most of the IITs have TA works and all. We don't usually do not have a lot of TA work. So most of the time are being utilized in our research work. So that is there. And
Okay.
other thing is the kind of independence we get there is too much. For instance, I was up all night doing my experiments because I wanted to do. So there's like no time restriction so that you have to come 9 a.m. and sit until 5. You can just, the freedom you have here is absolutely amazing. I don't think you get anywhere, you will get this kind of freedom to work anywhere in our country.
Right.
Also, Sonal, right? Ask this. So just
Yes,
one
sir.
more point. See, I'll also point this out. Every faculty member is different. The way he does research, everyone has his own way of doing things. So the way I do things will be very different from the way Professor Kaushik does or Professor Chandramurthy does. It's very, very personal, the style of research. Yeah, like I said, my analogy I always give to my students is, you're learning to do carpentry, you'll work with a carpenter next to him and you learn. This is essentially what a PhD is. You learn by working next to your advisor, and everyone has his own style. Yeah.
Right.
So talk to the people in his group, figure out, if it matches your style or not.
Sure, sir. Sure.
All right. Virendra.
Right. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Hey, Virendra. He is.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. I'm really to have an audible, sir.
Virendra, your audio is really bad.
Sir, now
No
is
good.
it okay, sir?
No, man, pretty bad.
Now, sir?
No, pretty bad.
Okay, sir. I will try off sometimes.
No problem. Then meanwhile, you'll go further in the interest of time. 1 second, guys. Pankaj. Pankaj Kumar, please go ahead. Hey, you're not If you're on, I don't know, can't hear you. Okay, we'll move further in the interest of time. The next person is MM. Please go ahead. So MM is mom. So we'll go further. Abhishek.
Yeah, good evening, sir, and the seniors present in the meeting. Sir, actually, I am a class 12 grad student, and I'm willing to start my research journey by just pursuing BS from ISC. So actually, I am
Abhishek.
asked.
No, Abhishek, I'll cut you off because there are a lot of people waiting and it's almost 5:50. So you will not be able to apply for the MTech research and PhD programs. So I will probably have this conversation some other time. You can look at the website and go further. Yeah, but we'll just focus on MTech research and PhD. Yeah, thanks for your interest. Yeah, sorry, I'm cutting you off because we really move forward. Once my battery drains, God knows what will happen. All right, Ajin.
That's fine.
I'm just studied B MTech. Sorry, B in mechanical. Just now I want to continue this any MTech program, or how to can I start
This
my
is for
research?
MTech research and PhD.
Okay.
Not for MTech, this interaction, but you can definitely look up the ECE website. You will find information about the different programs, and you'll also find the IISc admission site will have all the deadlines you will have and your qualification requirements. For each program has its own qualification requirements. If you go to the IISc admission site, you will find them.
And
You
another
can
one
apply
question,
to.
but whether it is really required the gate score, or we can
No, it's not
apply.
required. The gate score is not mandatory.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, Virendra.
Hello, sir.
Your voice is really off. Please tell. Wow. Okay, we'll go further in the interest of time. We really are short now. Nishant.
Sir, good morning and good morning to both the seniors. I have two questions regarding first was regarding signal processing and communication. Like, can you give me a layman's idea of what you are doing in your communications research? Because I saw a lot of things written in the PDF, like you're working on 6G technologies. Some of you were working on stochastic processes, and some of you were working on cloud computing and very large scale models.
See,
So
fundamentally, yeah, no problem. I understand. So see, fundamentally, here's to put it in, very, very high level nutshell. Communications is the problem of transmitting information from one place to the other. Now, this problem of transmitting information arises in a whole lot of scenarios: cellular systems, Wi-Fi systems, even your compact discs writing is a communication problem. You write something and then sometime later you read it. So all of this, how do you do that efficiently within the given spectrum, or how much bandwidth for a given energy budget, or for a given latency constraint or a time budget? So communications broadly deals with questions like this. Signal processing, again, it's a very vast area. So that depends on, if you're doing audio speech processing, it's a different kind of a problem. If you're doing vision, it's a different problem. If you're doing signal processing for communication, it's a different problem. What should you do when you receive a signal? It's a corrupted signal, noisy signal. There'll be even copies of the same signal coming in. How do you now make sense of what's been sent out in the best possible manner? How do you design an optimal receiver? What is its performance? Can you come up with a lower complexity algorithm, and so on and so forth? Okay. So perhaps my advice is you can do the following. One second. Go to the websites of faculty, I mentioned, who work in communications or signal processing. Just go through them. Some of them have descriptions of what they're doing. You will be actually able to get a lot of information there, and some of them even have links to their papers. Some of the papers will be hard to read if you don't have the background. I understand that, but just browse through them. You'll get a feel for it. All right.
thank you, sir.
Thanks, man. Sachin.
Sir, I just left out. I got cut off.
Saurabh, go ahead, Saurabh. Sorry, I missed you.
Sir, just I wanted to ask one question. Are you considering this year for MTech RA?
Yes, MTech research. There's no MTech RA.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
All right.
Means not
That was short.
PhD, but only research.
Understood. MTech research.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes. Okay. Nishant, did I miss you out?
Sir, the second part of the question was that what was exactly involved in the 6G research, which
Oh,
the
sorry.
department was doing?
So 6G again is an umbrella. See, cellular technology, a cellular 5G system or a 6G system is not one technology. It's a collection of technologies. At the physical layer, there are many, many, many different techniques that are used to, accommodate as many users as possible in the limited bandwidth. You can hear, there's several tens of thousands of crores that these companies spend on spectrum. So at the end of the day, you want to accommodate as many users as possible. Make sure you have coverage. So even if you go into the basement of the building, you will not go hello, hello, hello all the time. There are many, many different problems that are dealt with. So 6G is a next version of 5G. So it's much more ambitious in the kind of data rates it wants to provide to the users. It's much more ambitious in also covering other areas like, you have sensor networks, sensors that try to make readings and then send the readings to some aggregator so that you can, make sense of what's happening. So this is also called massive machine type communications. There's also a huge focus on ultra reliable or even hyper reliable communications, very low latencies, as less as 1 millisecond. Uh, Requires a whole new set of technologies, a whole new set of protocols to pull this off. So 6G is looking at techniques at physical layer, at the MAC layer, at the networks layer to make it happen. What will finally come out in 6G will be decided 3 to 4 years from now. But there are a lot of people working on many different aspects of 6G to make it happen. You understand? Now, I realize this answer is vague. Again, my request is go to the websites. If you're looking up 6G, just type, look for some white paper articles on what 5G is and what 6G is. You'll kind of start seeing some themes emerge. Yeah, I hope that helps.
Thank you, sir.
Harish? Harish?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to ask, like, what are the general differences in working under a professor who is junior compared to someone who is very senior?
Hard to answer the question. It's very, very personal. It's very specific to the faculty. Different people have very different styles. The styles evolve also with time. But broadly speaking, again, it's a very personal view, not necessarily true, because I know a lot of old faculty are also very energetic. The young faculty is right off the thing and they're excited about their problem. They're looking at different problems. An older faculty also does that, but it's different. I mean, again, it's very personal, man. You'll have to talk to faculty, the people in the group, or talk to the faculty himself or herself and take a call. It's very hard to answer this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Talk to the faculty if if any faculty are interested, reach out to them. Yeah. Sachin, you keep going on and off. You want to ask something?
Yes, good evening, sir. Sir, I apply in MTech research and there is one PDF to select research topic and I select in experimental nanoelectronics and semiconductor technology. My question is that, is there any computer language required like C, C++, like that, or any prerequisite is required for nanoelectronics and semiconductor technology?
Divyansh, you want to answer that?
Yeah. So I believe that depends on the kind of work you're going to do. For example, in ASIC design verification, you need Verilog and all. But I would say don't think there are a lot of prerequisites before coming here. Although that being said, I will say some basic coding language is required. You should know Python or C, that like basic like coding languages. But besides that, I don't think there's a need for you to go ahead and start learning Verilog or system Verilog. That you will figure out once you're here. That goes for every other subject or every other area. You just once you enter, you will figure out what are the things that is required. You don't have to worry so much before entering here.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. Yeah. Also, another thing, if I can add, like, to what Divyansh said, what you don't know, you learn. That's essentially what research is. So you learn whatever you don't know. You just pick it up on the fly. Yeah. Okay. Aryan?
So, sir, I was just asking which has a higher selection chance, MTech research or PhD?
PhD.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Noel?
Sir, actually, my background is completely in electrical and electronics engineering.
Yes.
I have done masters in high voltage engineering.
Yes.
But the department allocated is somewhat far from the pure electrical side. So, is there any chance to shift the department, sir?
See, the department is allocated based on what you chose. You have to choose 3 departments. And if you chose ECE, might have called you. So high voltage engineering right now happens only in electrical engineering department.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
I have
I
given the
don't think
preference.
if you've ticked double E, they might call you. If they haven't called you, check with them in case there's been a goof up, or maybe called you if they've not
Yes, sir.
shortlisted
I
you.
have
I
given
don't
the
know. Yeah.
preference of electrical engineering only, sir. First.
If you only given double E, then you wouldn't have been called in DC. Unless there's some serious issue.
No, sir. I have given 3 preferences.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. But high voltage engineering right now happens only in double E. Yeah. Professor Uday Kumar is there. You can reach out to him. Okay. Okay. Now, Pankaj Kumar. Hey, we can't hear you, man. You're not audible. In the interest of time, I'll just move further while you fix your audio problems. Ayush Gupta.
Hello, sir and senior. I am very interested in cyber physical system and understanding the research landscape in this field, particularly at IASC EC department. What are the most
Particularly what?
active
Sorry,
and
your voice is
exciting research?
muffled. Sorry, Pankaj, can you repeat your question? Your voice is muffled.
Sir, I'm Ayush. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I am interested in cyber physical systems. So at IASC EC department, what are the most active and exciting research area in CPS currently?
In CPS, you may want to see what Professor Parimal Parag is doing. He may be interested in some CPS aspects. Maybe some work by Aditya Gopalan might be related. We have to check what they're doing. All right.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
There's also another department called RBC CPS. They also focus on
Yes,
CPS.
sir, I've
So look that up
looked
also.
into that. Also, sir, in MEMS, there is some research going on currently. Like I saw, ESC department is doing something. EECS department is doing.
In what?
MEMS.
In MEMS, sense is the right place to do. EC doesn't do any MEMS.
Okay, sir. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Thanks. Saurabh?
Sir, I just wanted to give a message to Divyan sir. I messaged him on Instagram because I didn't find his other IDs. So if he can see that message, I need some more information from him. It will help me a lot.
All right. Okay. Ayush is done. Pankaj Kumar. We're almost wrapping up. Yeah. And I don't see Pankaj Kumar. Route. Sir, please unmute me. You have to unmute yourself. I don't have a control. Please go ahead, and there's some audio problem. Okay. There's an audio problem, Pankaj. You have Noel? Any questions? Okay. I don't hear Noel. Ishan, any questions?
Yes, sir. Sir, my question is regard to the MTech in signal processing. I am not from an EC background. I have not done my BTech in EC, but
Ishan, listen, if it's about the MTech program, we'll not answer it here. Yeah, because This is about the research programs. All right. Yeah. Karun.
In the MTech research area, what kind of, with respect to placements, what kind of skills will be developing to get in better jobs and things like that?
What sort of what?
No, what type of skills do we have to develop to get better placement opportunities?
You need to be
If
good at
you're-
what you're doing. I can only give you a broad
Yes,
answer. You need to be good at what you're doing. I mean, and see, it's not like there's only one kind. The very, very wide profiles of companies who come to the institute. Students also do out of campus placements, which means they approach the companies and get hired. Both happen. And each company has its own principle. It's really hard for me to answer, but if you want an answer, I'd say be good at what you're doing. I think the companies will run after you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I hope that helps. Yeah, all right. So Noel, hey guys, lower your hands if your questions have been asked. Avinash, probably start wrapping up. It's 6:08 now. So
Yes, sir. So just for the overview, currently I just got into my second year of the BSc biology, and my first query is that is it necessary to get summer internship in a well-known university like IISc or JNSCAR?
for what? For pursuing what?
Just for the research, if I get into in an interview, so will professors consider my dedication for uh, research purposes?
Absolutely, they will look at your background.
Okay, so sir, my second query is that I have a huge interest in biology related fields and want to pursue research in microbiology and virology.
This is not the area. I wouldn't be able to answer the question because this is EC specific. EC doesn't do either of them.
So I came here because of Divyansh sir.
Yeah, I know.
He
That's
took,
okay. We'll move forward. Avinash, I'm running low on battery. I have a very limited. Yeah, don't mind.
so
You'll have to look
so
talk to those departments. Yeah.
so you
Pankaj
know that
Kumar is done. Rahul Kumar.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, sir, I'm not from that BTech program, but I want to like ask you a question from the neuroscience department. That will I join that neuroscience with a combination of ECE department?
It is possible. We have an associate faculty. His name is Arun. Please look up his website. Professor Arun is definitely interested in hiring students. You look him up, Professor Arun.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Himesh.
Hello.
Guys, this
Hello.
time you guys are very active. Go ahead. Yeah, we probably have to stop soon. I'm running out of juice and energy now. Himesh, go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, currently I'm a master student at IIT Patna, and I want to ask that even if I don't get a seat this time, is it possible to get internship for 6 months at ISC and then again try for
Yes, you
this
can.
spring
Absolutely. You can reach
term?
out to the faculty. Please write to them. Tell what your interests are, include your CV. Please write saying what you want to do.
Okay, so
Definitely
I
that
have
is
to
possible.
approach them individually through email,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It is entirely faculty driven. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Please reach out to them. When you come here also, you'll meet some. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Now who have I missed out? Gayatri. We can't hear you. Oh boy. Sorry, we can't hear you. So I'll move further now. Avinash Sharma, if you have already asked, probably we'll skip it. Otherwise, please go ahead and ask. But be quick, please. Yeah, we need to wrap up in 3 minutes. All right, I don't hear you. Rahul Kumar, if you haven't asked, go ahead and ask. Aditya N, if you haven't asked, go ahead and ask.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, sir, and all seniors. Sir, actually, before questions, you have said that for somebody that if you're targeting analog and digital circuits, you should be going for Gaurav Banerjee, sir, no, sir.
Yes.
Sir, while filling the form, I also seen that option having analog circuits, and it was having some 3 professor details, sir. But when I have checked the like you have sent a PDF, no, sir, like which research interests are aligned with the professor.
Correct.
In that, Gaurav Banerjee, sir, has mentioned that it's only PhD, sir, PhD only.
Okay.
For me, sir, I've just graduated in BE, sir. So
Right.
I really didn't thought of having a direct PhD for now.
Okay.
So will it be a problem if I choose him, sir?
He won't choose you, no, though.
Yes, ante like if I choose for interview, it's must that should I if I wanted to go, I must take PhD, sir.
No, see, here's how it works, man. See, also, Gaurav Banerjee is one of the faculty. The other faculty also do circuits. Now, the way it will work is you indicate, okay, you want to work in circuits. Now, the faculty who are working in circuits will look at you and look at other applications that are, applicants who are interested in circuits, and then select a few. Now, if you're saying, okay, I will only do MTech research, and if that faculty who's looking for a student will say, I'll only take PhD, it's not going to work out unless you convince the faculty otherwise. Okay, so it's really rather broad. But broadly, if the faculty has indicated, hey, he's not going to take an MTech research student, it means he's not going to take one. So if you say only MTech research, that means the faculty won't take you.
Yeah, okay, sir.
You follow? I mean, it's a yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man. Avinash Sharma, we are closing now. Here none. MM, here none. Noel, Ishan. These are the 4 people with hands raised. If any of you have questions, please go ahead and shoot.
Yes, sir. So my question is regarding the MTech and signal processing.
MTech and signal processing, don't ask. If it's MTech research or PhD only, please ask.
Okay, got it.
Thanks. Okay. Anybody else?
Sir, is there means, do we really have a chance to change the department, sir?
You can change your preference list. I don't think you can change the department.
Okay.
That's my understanding. Academic section of ISC will know better. My understanding is that. Okay. Thanks.
So do I get a interview call from electrical engineering also?
If you got a call, you will know about it.
Okay, sir.
You'll just like we reached out to you, they'll reach out to you. You understand?
Okay.
Each department reaches out separately. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Bye, sir.
All right.
Bye, sir.
Okay. Keshava, last minute you sneaked in.
Sir, good evening, sir. I will just close in 1 minute. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Sir, I want to know about PMRF, sir. Is it after taking admission or before I have to apply, sir?
What is DMRS?
PMRF, sir.
Oh, PMRF. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So PMRF, the way it works is there are PMRF scholarships that happen. You will be after you join the program.
Yes, sir. It will be like the candidates who did MTech from IITs, or it will be open for everyone?
No, it's open for everybody. There is no such restriction. It's competitive. Not you applies gets it. So you will apply, and then based on the pool of students who've applied from the department, some of them will get based on their academic performance, based on the research performance. Understood?
Okay. If someone holds a MTech from IIT, do they get directly, or is there chances on some 50%?
It'll be through the program. It'll be through the program. After you join, again, you'll apply, and then based on the pool of applicants, based on their research performance and academic performance, some will be shortlisted. It's hard for me to say if you're from IIT, your chances are better or lower. I wouldn't get into any of that. Yeah, I mean, based on the pool of applicants, how they're doing in their research and their academics, which means in their courses here, that's how the shortlisting will be done. All right. Okay. Gayatri, you raised your hand again. You want to ask?
Hello, sir. Am I audible now?
Yep.
Sir, I just wanted to ask that I'm currently working at TCS and I'm not working on any ML related course, but I have studied linear algebra and probability and other things related to gate DA. So will you recommend me to like prepare seriously for gate or like try to apply through ERP?
You want to do MTech?
MTech research.
MTech research, I think you can apply after your BTech directly. No, I'm not on top of things. So you can definitely take GATE and apply. ERP is a different ballgame altogether. That'll be through your company. And MTech research ERP, again, I'm not sure, the faculty member has to be willing to take. The process is very different for ERP. So I think the options are open for you. If you're eligible, Gayatri, you would have got the call letter from ECE. Have you got the call letter?
No, I haven't applied anywhere.
No, you haven't applied yet. So then, yeah, so you'll have to, I'm not on top of the eligibility requirements, on the fly because there's so many options. But you basically have to, MTech research ERP is different. It's through your company and you identify a guide here and talk to them. MTech research, you can of course write GATE and then apply for MTech research. Or you can apply for MTech and even without writing GATE, you can apply for direct PhD. Okay. Or, yeah, all right. Yeah. Not sure about without writing GATE, can you apply for direct PhD? I don't think so, unless you're CFTI. Okay. Just look it up. No, Gayatri, it's complicated. Yeah. Ajin?
Hello.
Yeah, please ask.
Yeah, hi sir.
We
Sorry to
applied.
disturb. Again, no, just no. Gayatri asked the same question. I just want to ask. Like, I completed B, but I want to start a MTech or no PhD program. Is it without GATE it is possible to apply?
You'll have to look at the quality. I don't remember off the top of my head. My understanding is if you after B, GATE is the only way to get in unless you're CFTI student. Okay.
So
that's my understanding, but please check. I wouldn't, give it in writing here. Just check the qualifying requirements. You will find out. My understanding is you'll have to write GATE to get in if you're B, unless you're CFTI. All right.
Okay. Or any internship or something, some
No.
program is directly.
No.
Okay.
No.
Direct PhD also not possible.
That's my understanding. Please check again. I'm really not on top of this detail at this stage. I have to look it up. Yeah, because there's so many cases. Yeah. Okay, bye. Okay, guys. I think we'll stop now. I'm really out of energy as well as my laptop. So also is out of energy now. So we'll stop. Thank you all for attending. You've been a very interactive bunch. Wish you all the very best in the interviews and see you here and do well. Okay. Good night. Bye.
Sir, we would be provided the recording for this session, right?
Did we record? I don't even know. Did we record?
Yes, sir, it is recording.
Maybe we'll put it up then. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let us like